Hey guys! We are here with another tremendous dose of entertainment with a movie recap. The story of a brave soldier who dares to risk his life every day during his duty, sacrificing his family just to quench his thirst to defuse the devastating bombs. The story of war and blood in Baghdad. Welcome to Popcorn and Summaries. The movie opens on a busy street in Baghdad, where soldiers of the US Army are trying to find a bomb. They found it using a robot, but the robot wasn't able to dispose of it. Team leader Thompson decides to enter the kill zone and defuse the bomb himself. When he is heading towards the bomb, a strange-looking man tries to intrude on the restricted zone. Another soldier, Sanborn, asks him to come back. He leaves, but soon he uses his phone to explode the bomb. A high-velocity blast causes Thompson to die, as he was there at the moment. Sanborn feels deep grief over his demise. Soon, a new guy joins them as a bomb specialist. He is a young guy named Will James. Another day, James, along with his team, leaves for a mission to defuse another bomb. Sanborn asks him to be careful, as they already lost a member earlier. But James ignores him. When he enters the bomb range, he uses a smoke bomb to create a diversion, but Sanborn calls him reckless and overconfident. When he moves confidently on the street, a taxi arrives from nowhere and stops right in front of him. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe for more content like this and support the channel. He quickly grabs his gun, and his team asks him if he needs backup, but James keeps staring at the taxi driver, who looks suspicious. He doesn't even drive back, but when James puts his gun on his head, he drives back silently. Soon, soldiers arrest him, and James keeps moving to find the bomb. Soon he finds a red wire hiding beneath the garbage, and by following the wire, he finds a huge bomb. He carefully cuts the wire to defuse it. When he was about to leave, he found another wire. He desperately followed the wire, and when he pulled it up, he discovered 5 more bombs attached in a bunch. Here we see a man who was observing James from his window. When he notices that James is about to find the detonator of the bomb, he runs down to stop him, but James succeeds and disperses the bomb before he can reach it. James shows him the detonator to express his success. The man doesn't react, but he throws a battery near the bomb's wire, which reflects his intentions. In a rest room during a conversation, Eldridge shows his fear of death. He considers it useless to live, as he could die like Thompson. His fellow soldier Cambridge asks him to let everything go smoothly. Another day, James sees a young boy selling DVDs. James buys one of them. It shows his kind-heartedness. In the washroom, James and Sanborn share harsh conversations. Soon, they discover that another bomb is out there. The squad evacuates the area. James, wearing his special dress, enters the field and asks Sanborn to give him cover. When he was about to touch the suspected car, a man opened fire on them. Everyone gets shocked, and takes their positions against him, but the man doesn't fire anymore. His intention was to set the car on fire. James quickly extinguishes the fire in the car. All his men were keeping their eyes on him, and when he opened the car trunk, he got surprised. He throws all his tools on the ground as he sees a bunch of heavy bombs tightly packed with each other. The wire wasn't easy to pull out this time. James takes off all his kits and cans and asks his fellow soldier if there is enough explosive material in the car to send everyone to God. He wants to be peaceful, so he is taking out his heavy kits. He looked for the bomb's trigger to disperse it, but it was quite a difficult task. They find a young man at some distance who waves to them. James keeps searching for the trigger but can't find it in the back seats, front seats, doors, or floors. Sanborn asks him to leave this for engineers, but James refuses. He puts off his headsets to avoid instructions. At that point, Sanborn detects a group of 3 men communicating with another man. The other one was recording them with a camera. Sanborn asks his team to leave the place quickly, but James keeps searching for a detonator. Finally, he finds it and deactivates the bomb. Once they leave, Sanborn slaps James for turning his headphones off. An army officer, Colonel Reed, praises James for disarming today's bomb in a flaming car. He asks James about the exact number of bombs he has defused. James surprises him by answering the quantity, which was collectively 873. Soon James met with the DVD seller, a boy named Beckham. This time, the boy appears to be playing soccer. James plays with him and gives him $5 more. He shows generosity towards the young boy. The movie gets more interesting when we witness another discussion between Cambridge and Eldridge. Where Eldridge asks him to face the fear of death in the field, Cambridge replies that whenever the right time comes, he will never show cowardice. On another day, when James teases Sanborn while testing the detonators, Sanborn expresses his desire to kill James. Eldridge asks him if he is serious about killing James, but Sanborn remains quiet. During their ride, they have an encounter with 4 armed men. Soon, they discover they are on the same side when the leader takes off his veil. The leader asks them for a spare tire as they have punctured their truck on the road. James and company discover some other men in their truck. They were criminals. When they were busy repairing the truck, they got attacked by someone. The fire caused a disturbance there. Everyone starts to run, and this benefits the criminal. They find it the best way to escape, so they try this, but soon they get killed by soldiers. As the firing continued, they hid themselves under the rocks. They find out the shooter is a sniper who has good sight, so the leader of a private contract-based company holds his sniper to shoot at him. After some trial and error, Sanborn shoots the sniper. Keeping his eyes on other snipers, James asks Owen to give him juice. He then lets Sanborn drink the juice while still keeping his focus on sniper. This softens Sanborn's heart for James. Finally, Eldridge killed one sniper on the bridge, but as the movie progresses, we see them still holding on to their positions to kill the enemy, which proves their loyalty towards their army. At night, they celebrate their success at their residence. They share their stories with each other, where James opens up about his personal life and the fact that he has a daughter. He discloses that he divorced his wife, but his wife still lives in his house. While everyone was talking in a light mood, Sanborn found a tiny bomb piece near James's bed. James shows them a few more, as he is fond of collecting them. They share some fighting skills too, and we see Sanborn getting injured only a little bit. Another day, they get to know about a location where a bomb is being placed. They rush towards the location. Upon entering that dark, muddy house, they find the dead body of a young boy. His body looks brutally injured, with stitches right between his chest. James identifies the body as that of a similar boy, Beckham, whom he met before. They discover that the bomb is inside the body. Sanborn orders everyone to evacuate, as they need to blow out the whole place, but James finds it difficult to blow out the dead body of poor Beckham. He tries hard to pull the bomb from his stomach and wraps his body in a white cloth. He then takes him with himself. Suddenly, a bomb explodes right in front of their Jeep, and unlucky Cambridge dies mercilessly. James, Sanborn, and everyone else cries to this lost. When James returns, he observes the old man whom Beckham used to work with. He asks him in English about what happened to Beckham, but he refuses to understand English. But when James asks another soldier to arrest him because of an illegal action, his facial expressions say it all. The man takes James to a house. Upon entering the house, James finds a man who introduces himself as Professor Nabil. James asks him about Beckham, but he has no answers. Suddenly, a woman attacks James, apparently for being scared, so he runs off quickly. When he tries to enter the camp, the soldiers ask him to show his weapons, which makes him irritated. Soon, Sanborn informs him about an explosion that happened near them. As they reach the site, they see mass destruction there. James closely observes the situation and figures out that the bomber must be staying near them. He asks Sanborn and Eldridge to join him, as he is about to find the bomber. Forcefully, they both join him. When they enter a quiet and suspicious place, they get separated. James finds a body there. They see some people trying to take Eldridge with them. James opens fire, killing them, but unfortunately, Eldridge gets a bullet in his feet. James and Sanborn take him back to the camp, but Eldridge needs quick surgery to restore his feet. They arrange a flight to send Eldridge to the hospital, but he argues with James and declares him responsible for his pain. Eldridge taunts him, saying that he is the kind of person who only thinks for himself. As we see the movie heading towards its end, the squad finds a civilian man being packed by many bombs. He walks on the streets of the city, putting everyone's life in danger. They cover the man from all over, and James asks him to open his shirt. When he does the same, James becomes shocked to see such dangerous bombs attached to his body. It clearly shows that all the bombs were impossible to defuse, but James wanted to give it a try. He gets closer to the man to observe the bombs. He finds a timer showing 3 minutes left for the bomb to explode. He asks the man to hold his hands behind his head. He asks Sanborn to bring a cutter. He tries the cutter and asks Sanborn to leave the place immediately. He asks everyone to get out of the range of the bomb explosion. The civilian man asks for help as he has a family. James tries hard to dispose of the bomb, but he fails when the timer shows only 30 seconds left. James apologizes to the man, as he couldn't save him and ran backward to save his life. Soon, the bombs explode. It causes injuries to the James. Sanborn grabs him in the Jeep and praises him for his bravery. He says that he too wants to have a family, but as their lives are completely unpredictable, he couldn't decide to start one. The scene changes, and we see James in a shopping mall. He once again starts his life with his family, but as time progresses, James feels empty inside. He craves something like he has done before. He realizes that he has an urge to join the armed forces again, as it is the only passion he has. In the final scenes, we see him joining the Delta Force, and once again, he appears in his kit, but this time with a bright smile on his face. He confidently takes his steps towards the bomb he needs to defuse. His duty proves to be his first love. This movie ends here. If you enjoyed the video, comment down below to let us know. Any recommendations for the next movie recap will be appreciated. Subscribe to watch more like this, guys. Take care, and see you soon.